got mean? Why got mean, then got variance some more? Where does this mean and variance come from? You would like to ask me like that. Because we know that we do binomial only got the value of x and the probability only, right? So I'm going to answer your question. Okay. Now, how to answer your question? Huh? Let me choose one example. All right. Okay. Let's say you read question number 5 during a practice session. Can you please read, Lin?
Okay, teacher. During a practice season, each player in the hockey team is given a chance to take on 6 penalty shots. The probability that a player scores a goal from a penalty shot is P. After the session, it is found that the mean number of goals for each player is 2.4. Find the value of P
Okay.
if a player is chosen at
Okay, right. Now you see this question, each player will take 6 penalty shots. So I am player number 1. I take 6 shots. Oh, Mr. Low, four goals. The other two, no goals. Okay. So you remember, my X is 4, my X is 4. Oh, very, very clever, good hockey player. I can shoot for. Then next one, Ang Yifen. Go and shoot 6 times. Ang Yifen. 6 times. Out of these 6 times, 5 goals. Then 1 didn't go. So what is the X for Ang Yifen? 5. My X is 4. Ang Yifen is 5. Oh, next player, Li Ying, go and play. Li Ying, hit. Oh, Li Ying got only 3 goals. Then the other 3, no, didn't go, no goal. Then ask Chen Tong. Chen Tong go and hit. Then Chen Tong get 6 goals, 6 out of 6. So you see that each one of us has a number for X. My number is 4, Yifen is 5, Li Yin is 3, Chen Tong is 6. So you see that each of us has a different value for X. So now since we have different, I can add up all the X, 4, 5, 3 and 6. Add up, then divide by 4. So when I add up and divide by 4, that will be the mean number of goals. The mean number of goals, right? The mean. How many goals our team can get? Probably 3, 4, 5, or maybe it's 6, 5, or 3. So it's 4.5. Our mean is 4.5. So can you see why the mean will arise? The mean is actually a value of X, the average value of X for a group of players. That is what is the meaning of mean of X. Okay, so the mean of X is also known as the expected value of X. The mean of X is also known as the expected value of X. So when a player go, our team, any player go down and take the penalty shot, we are very confident that we can get at least 4 goals. We shoot 6 times, at least 4 times will go. All our players very capable, right? So we can, from there we can see the mean. Then where is the variance? Where the variance and standard deviation come from? Now you see, let's say if the mean is 4.5, some of them will be better one, some of them will be not so good, right? Our mean is 4.5, some better, some not so good. So there will be a deviation from the mean. That means lari daripada the purata, lari daripada the tengah-tengah one. So this, how much they deviate from the mean, how much they deviate from the center is the standard deviation. Sometimes the deviation is very big. That means some of the players are very, very good. Some of the players are very, very weak. So we have a very big deviation. Now, let's say all of us are roughly the same standard, then the standard deviation will be very small. So most of us will be 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 like that, right? So the deviation is very small. If we have someone getting one goal, someone getting six goal, that means the deviation is very big. That is where the standard deviation comes from. So any question regarding the concept of mean and standard deviation in this normal distribution? Any question?
Teacher can repeat.
Repeat now. Now,
Mm.
in a binomial distribution, sometimes the value of x change from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until n. So we can have different values of x. We can have different values of x. So let's say if I were to perform this experiment, I have a certain value of x. When you perform the experiment, you will have a certain value of x. So let's say all of us, six or seven, six of us, two, four, six of us here, each one of us perform the experiment one time. You have a different x, I have a different x. Sherwin has a different X. Okay, now when we perform the experiment or the trial or the take part in the event, so different of us have different value of X. So when we add up all our values of X and divide by the number of uh, people we have, not necessarily a team of players, but it can be a group of us, right? So when we divide by the number of people we have, then we have the average for x. That average for x is the expected value of x or the mean value of x. That is the thing. Because different people got different performance. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, right. So now, in order to calculate the mean, because different of us is going to take part, different people will get different values of x. So in order to calculate the average or the mean value of x, this is the formula. This is the formula. Mu equals to np. So let's say if the binomial distribution is 10, then is the probability is half, the value of n is 10, and the probability is half, then you take 10 times half, 5. So we know that the mean value or the average value of x is 5. So average 5 people will score 5 times, 5 success. Okay. Okay, then another one is the formula for the variance. What is variance? Variance is the how much, sorry, how much it deviates from the mean, how much they deviate from mean. If they deviate a lot from the mean, that means the players, they have different capabilities. If the standard deviation is very small, they deviate a little bit from the mean, the variance is very small, that means all our players, they are equally strong. They are equally strong, they are consistent, right? We say consistent. So how to calculate that variance? So it is n times p times q. How to calculate the deviation, standard deviation? Square root of n times p times q. So this will be how we are going to calculate, right? Okay. Now we look at question number 1.